So we got the new update with new Pokemon, also new Held Item Perfusion. I'm going to talk about everything in this video. Quickly before we start, just as a reminder, if you want to download the game, we have the links already updated, especially for the iOS, which was the players that were having a problem. We already have the links updated on our website. The link is in the description. You just need to follow some rules and you'll be good to go. Now, most of the video will be confirming what we announced yesterday, but there's also some new things. So let's just take a very quick look. Solgaleo avatar frame, check, it's here. The moving avatars are also here. Related to costumes, there was a bad translation on the other version. So on the Portuguese version, this said fairy type, but indeed, Huawei, it's a fire type costume, with Nessa as well being the water type. We also have the Dialga doll as expected. The new mounts are here, Cobalion, Terrakion and Virizion. They kinda look big, they look very nice. So Cobalion to buff fighting and ground type Pokemon, we have Terrakion for rock and bug type, and also Virizion for psychic and water type. The Resonance Darkrai is here, but sadly we don't have a skill breakthrough, but this should be fixed like later. We also have Tapu Lele Overlord, and of course Urshifu and its evolutions. Keeping in mind that there's Dynamax Urshifu and Gigantamax Urshifu, and for this you will need the Held Item. But before we check the Held Items, let's take a quick look at the Legendary Journey. So to unlock this Legendary Journey, you only need the Rapid Strike Urshifu, but apparently to play this Legendary Journey you need at least the Overlord Urshifu. Thankfully, the Wish Star doesn't seem like to be that impressive. After releasing auxiliary skills, gets a shield of your own 10% max HP, cooldown 3 rounds. So when the game is saying about auxiliary skills, this should be buffs, should be skills that don't damage the enemies. So when your Pokemon uses any buff, he gets a shield of the 10% max HP. And of course, as I was saying, new Held Items, and we have an article over here on Pokeland Legends Club, and we can see the items easier over here. So first we have like 2 heart drills, one is for Overlord Groudon, the other one is for Overlord Kyogre, and you guys can click on this link over here, which will take you to the Held Item itself, where you can see the full effects. There's also a Held Item for Overlord Marshadow, a Held Item for Overlord Keldeo, and a Held Item for Overlord Urshifu. When I said a while ago that to get this form you need a Held Item, that's what I meant. You will most likely need this Dynamax Urshifu holding that Held Item so that it will transform into this Gigantamax Urshifu. And now finally to a new game function, which is the Held Item Perfusion. So in theory, Held Item Perfusion is a new mode where you can upgrade your item once it reaches the double star. So it's a new way to getting power once you supposedly maxed out your Held Item. Over here we can sacrifice other Held Items that you might not be interested about in order to get yourself more EXP and level up the level of your perfusion of your Held Item. So if I just go and click over here, and my Held Item went to +2. For each level you will get more stats on your Held Item, which of course goes to your Pokemon. And when you get to +9 you will need this item over here to be able to continue. Now this item does not seem to be obtainable yet, but according to the color and the texture, it actually seems like we are going to have new master maps in the future, because it's very similar to this one. Either that, or we just need to wait for an event so that they release this item. Now, I know that a lot of people are having troubles over here with the perfusion, especially when they are trying to perfuse an item that is on their Pokemon, the item disappears, we don't know where the item goes, etc. So I can tell you that one of the main problems is because of the amplifier. If you want to perfuse your Held Item, always remove the amplifier. This is probably causing some bug in the game, and the game does not know what the heck is going on over here. So as you can see, I can just perfuse and everything is going to work just fine. Remember that after perfusing your Held Item, it should show up over here. And if you don't see the Held Item in your account anymore by some reason, just remember to restart the game. So remember, very important rule, if you just want to do any kind of perfusion on your Held Item, always remove the amplifier first so that the game does not bug on you. If you have problems seeing your item updated, just go out over here and go back in, and your item should go back to normal and should be visible on the perfused Held Item list. I hope this helps everybody that was having problems with the Held Items, and this is all for today. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.